What's up, everybody? So here we are a couple weeks into 2025, and already our state legislator here in Colorado is up to its usual tricks of trying to encroach on our rights and overstep the power that was granted to them by you, the voters. The new year saw the introduction of Senate Bill 25-003, and it's the latest attempt to take away our state and federal constitutional rights and kind of hold law-abiding citizens once again accountable for the actions of a small percentage of criminals who couldn't care less about the law. So I don't know who they're trying to protect and who they're trying to prosecute with these laws. And I know a lot of different firearms are vaguely mentioned in the bill, but after reading it and rereading it and talking to other people, it seems the main goal is really just to once again ban AR-15s and short barrel AR style rifles and pistols. There's a lot of semi-automatic firearms mentioned. They talk about anything that has a removable magazine or has a semi-automatic rate of fire. But if you really read into it, I mean, you still could have a 1911, but you couldn't have a pistol with this similar fire rate that operates off gas blowback or anything like that. Firearms that operate off recoil are still allowed. It's really AR specific, it feels like. It boils down to the scary black rifles, and I assume that a lot of this bill will be amended before it hits the governor's desk, and it's kind of an effort to pinpoint what they're really trying to outlaw. Beyond firearms, it's also a clear attempt to ban suppressors, bump stocks, binary, forced reset triggers, which, when you really look at the stats, they're owned by less than 1% of all gun owners. According to the ATF themselves, from 2010 to 2018, over 100 million firearms were sold, and during the same time period, only 500,000 bump stocks were sold. So, you can do the math on that, and it is a very small percentage of the people that own guns that even have these things. So it's kind of doesn't make sense that all this is all lumped together. And it's also weird because at the same time this is happening, there's been the Hearing Protection Act that's introduced into Congress in the past week by Ben Klein of Virginia. He's a representative in Congress. They're trying to make suppressors a common use item, so you don't even need a tax stamp anymore. So while we're trying to make them completely illegal, federally they're trying to turn it into a common use item, which they should get together and get on the same page. So Colorado attempts this unsuccessfully every single year, and they conveniently forget that the Second Amendment of the Constitution clearly states that the right of the people to bear arms shall not be infringed upon. That's in the U.S. Constitution, and even in the state constitution here in Colorado, Article 2, Section 13 states, "The right of no person to keep and bear arms in defense of his home, person, or property shall be called into question." So, they have two strikes against him. So, we'll see where this goes. Gun bans, they're a clear infringement on U.S. and Colorado constitutions, and they don't show any effect on crime rates. We've created red flag laws, 72-hour waits on background checks, tons of other laws over the last decade in Colorado, and crime is still up nearly 50% in the metro area. And, big surprise, criminals don't follow laws, and everybody knows that. So, instead of enforcing the existing laws and prosecuting repeat criminals, and actually try to lower crime, they're once again, they're turning countless peaceful gun owners into criminals, and, for simply owning a firearm with features arbitrarily and falsely deemed as dangerous by people who in some cases have never even seen a gun. So maybe our fearless leaders here in Colorado especially have forgotten that the United States Supreme Court's Bruin decision bars legislative bodies from imposing laws that don't fit within the text, history, and tradition of the Second Amendment of the Constitution. So we've attached a link to petition available from our friends at Rocky Mountain Gun Owners. If you'd go sign that, that would be awesome. We need to get as many signatures on that as possible. If you feel inclined to, contact your local rep and tell them that how you feel about this whole situation and how you disagree with it, and start making some noise, because the more people, the better. It's going to take everyone. So, yeah, go act and help us make this happen. We, as always, appreciate you guys watching the channel, and look forward to more enjoyable stuff and not such serious content. Thanks, guys.